What if the Dallas Cowboys are quietly building a defense that could dominate the NFL faster, smarter, and deadlier than anyone expected? 2 moves, 1 rising draft star, 1 proven veteran. And if these pieces fall into place, this team could transform overnight, shocking fans and analysts alike. And what happens next could change the entire outlook of Dallas defense, but not everyone sees it coming. What if the Dallas Cowboys could find a hidden defensive gem, a player who might not have the flashiest name in the draft, but could instantly change the way this defense performs? That's exactly what Malik Muhammad represents. A Texas Longhorn with speed, intelligence, and versatility that scouts are quietly buzzing about. Cowboys fans know the secondary has been a roller coaster. Injuries, inconsistencies, and question marks have left this team exposed in key moments. Enter Malik Muhammad. Not just a name on a draft board, but a cornerback the Cowboys are bringing in for a 2-day pre-draft evaluation. That's not a casual meeting. That's a deep dive film study, scheme fit analysis, football IQ testing, medical checks, and personality evaluation. When a team invests this much time, you know it's serious. And the measurables? Jaw-dropping. At the NFL Combine, Muhammad ran a 4.42 40-yard dash, top 10 among all corners. Speed that turns heads, but under Christian Parker, it's about more than just raw numbers. It's about how you use that speed in coverage, how you anticipate breaks, read the quarterback, and stay locked on your assignment when the pressure is at its peak. Scouting reports don't hold back. Analysts like Lance Zierlein highlight his starter-level potential, someone who could immediately step into the rotation, compete in man or zone coverage, and develop into a full-time piece of this defense. And his film tells the story. Coverage IQ that's elite, anticipation that's rare, zone awareness that makes quarterbacks hesitate, and versatility that allows him to play outside or slot corner depending on the matchup. Sure, he isn't perfect. At 182 pounds, he's slightly lighter than typical NFL corners, which might nudge him toward a slot role. But in today's league, that's a feature, not a flaw. Quickness, agility, and intelligence can outplay sheer size, and Malik brings all 3 in abundance. Where could he land? Late 2nd round, early 3rd, and here's the kicker. The Cowboys hold a 3rd-round pick from the OSA trade with the 49ers right in that sweet spot. But his stock is rising fast. If other teams fall in love first, he might slip away. This feels like classic Cowboys DNA, finding underrated value and turning it into a defensive weapon. And the bigger picture, Malik Muhammad isn't just a player. He's potentially the spark this secondary needs, the piece that finally gives Dallas stability, speed, and reliability in the back end. And if he lands in Dallas, this could quietly become one of the smartest moves of the draft, but not everyone sees the full picture yet. While Malik Muhammad might be the spark, he's only one piece of a much larger puzzle. The Dallas Cowboys aren't just drafting a player, they're shaping the future of this defense. This offseason, they've quietly addressed some areas, but other positions still raise alarms. Fans see headlines about Rashawn Gary boosting the pass rush, or safeties like Jalen Thompson and PJ stepping in to stabilize coverage. But the truth: the backbone of a defense isn't flashy stats or highlight plays, it's depth, reliability, and players who fit a system the right way. Quarterback depth is another subtle yet critical concern. While Kobe Durant has been added, questions linger. Can Don Bland stay healthy? Will Shaven Rebel Jr. finally take the leap after a rough campaign? The Cowboys know you can't gamble on these spots. One misstep and the whole defensive rhythm falls apart. That's why their draft strategy isn't just about finding talent. It's about finding intelligence, versatility, and scheme fit. Every selection must answer multiple questions at once. Can he step in immediately? Can he thrive in multiple roles? Does he fit Parker's system, where instincts and awareness matter more than raw size? And it's not just rookies. The Cowboys are balancing this draft strategy with the possibility of adding veteran leadership, particularly in the linebacker core. That dual approach, rising talent plus proven experience, shows a team thinking 2 steps ahead. They're not scrambling for quick fixes. They're trying to build a complete modern defense that can compete late in games and carry the team deep into the season. Draft philosophy has changed under this front office. Gone are the days of reaching for the first player with a shiny highlight reel. Now it's about maximizing value while addressing needs smartly. That means careful evaluation, deep pre-draft visits, and prioritizing players who fit the system, players like Muhammad, who combine speed, intelligence, and versatility. The Cowboys are playing chess, not checkers, and every move is calculated to leave them flexible, prepared, and one step ahead of other teams. This strategy also protects them from desperation. A glaring hole in a weak position can force a team to reach too early in the draft, paying too much for a player who isn't quite right. By securing top targets and weighing veteran options before draft day, Dallas keeps its options open and avoids mistakes that could set the defense back years. But here's the twist: the Cowboys' real plan isn't just about one player. It's a calculated, multi-layered approach that could quietly transform the defense before anyone even notices. The secondary is the spark. The linebacker position is the engine of the Dallas Cowboys defense, and right now that engine has a serious gap. Injuries, underperformance, and inconsistency have left the middle of this defense vulnerable. In today's NFL, a weak linebacker core can collapse an entire unit. You need sideline-to-sideline playmakers who can stop the run, cover tight ends, spy mobile quarterbacks, and communicate assignments on the fly. Without that presence, all the speed in the secondary or flash in the pass rush can't compensate. Earlier this offseason, the Cowboys were linked to Patrick Queen, a young, explosive linebacker with the potential to anchor a defense for years. But reports now say Dallas has moved on. Queen isn't the target anymore. That leaves two new names emerging as serious options, and these aren't minor players. These are proven, high-impact veterans who can immediately change the tone of the defense. First up, Alshar from the Houston Texans. Coming off a Pro Bowl season, Alshar is everything you want in a modern linebacker. Physical, aggressive, and relentless, he flies sideline to sideline, hits hard, and brings energy every single play, under a system like Christian Parker. Alshar wouldn't just fit, he could set the tone for the entire defensive unit. His presence alone signals toughness, leadership, and reliability that this defense has been craving. Then there's Jordan Brooks from the Miami Dolphins. This one might be even more compelling. Brooks is a first-team All-Pro from last year, elite at every level, and someone who already knows Texas culture: high school in Texas, college at Texas Tech. That familiarity could make his transition seamless. Reports suggest he could be more available than Alshar, and with the Cowboys' willingness to make strategic trades, landing Brooks might be both feasible and transformative. The strategy is clear: add a veteran anchor before the draft. Why? Because rushing into a rookie linebacker just to fill a hole can backfire. Teams have done it before: reach too early, pick the wrong player, and end up stuck with a mismatch for years. Dallas wants flexibility, options, and the ability to draft smartly without desperation clouding judgment. Bringing in Alshar or Brooks isn't just a plug-and-play move. It's a signal to the league that the Cowboys are serious about stopping the run, dominating the middle, and finally having leadership at the heart of the defense. And who they choose here could instantly redefine the Cowboys' defense. But the decision isn't just about talent, it's about timing, strategy, and control over the draft itself. When you start connecting the dots, the Dallas Cowboys' defensive strategy begins to reveal something remarkable. This isn't just a collection of random moves or off-season noise. It's a calculated transformation, the kind of overhaul that can change the way a team plays from week 1 to the playoffs. Pairing a rising star like Malik Mohammed with a proven linebacker such as Alshar or Jordan Brooks doesn't just fill gaps. It creates a defense that is faster, smarter, and more physically imposing than anything Dallas has fielded in recent years. Picture this: a secondary loaded with speed and coverage intelligence, capable of matching up with any elite receiver, combined with a linebacker core that controls the middle. One that reads the offense, reacts instantly, and sets the tone for the rest of the unit. Christian Parker's system rewards instinct and fit over raw size, meaning every player on this defense isn't just athletic, they're thinking players, making the right decisions in the moment, anticipating plays before they develop. The immediate effect is clear. The Cowboys stop getting exposed in critical situations. Deep balls aren't automatic touchdowns, tight ends can't roam freely, and mobile quarterbacks find fewer lanes to escape. Malik Mohammed brings versatility to the secondary: slot, outside, man, or zone, while a veteran linebacker anchors the middle, communicates assignments, and rallies the defense when it matters most. The unit stops being a patchwork of talent and becomes cohesive, disciplined, and unpredictable. Beyond the on-field improvements, these moves send a psychological message. Opposing offenses know the middle is no longer soft. Quarterbacks must hesitate, running backs can't rely on open gaps, and receivers face a defense that is both athletic and cerebral. It's a tone-setting approach, and that tone is aggressive, confident, and calculated. In the long-term picture, this isn't a one-year fix. When you combine youthful upside with proven experience, the Cowboys have a defense that can evolve over multiple seasons. Rookies like Mohammed gain mentorship, veterans like Brooks or Alshar instill culture, and the system develops continuity. This is how teams build legacies, not with one flashy offseason, but through smart, layered construction. But here's the real intrigue: if all these pieces fall into place, Dallas might not just have a stronger defense. They could have a unit that surprises the entire league and rewrites expectations before the season even begins. Timing is everything in the NFL, and for the Dallas Cowboys, it could be the difference between a defensive transformation and another offseason full of missed opportunities. This front office isn't just reacting, they're orchestrating a strategy that could quietly set the team up for years. Every move, from the Malik pre-draft visit to the pursuit of veteran linebackers, is being measured for impact, value, and timing. That's how you avoid desperation decisions that have sunk teams in the past. Consider this: teams often fall into the trap of reaching in the draft. A glaring need suddenly becomes a cloud over every choice. Front offices panic, pick a player too early, and end up with a mismatch for years. The Cowboys are keenly aware of this. By securing top targets before the draft, they maintain flexibility. They can focus on the best player available, not just the player they feel forced to take. This is a subtle yet powerful shift in strategy, one that separates smart organizations from average ones. The Cowboys have a history of this approach. Think back to past drafts where they identified underrated talent, waited patiently, and struck at the perfect moment. That patience has repeatedly turned sleepers into starters and starters into impact players. This isn't luck, it's calculated front office execution. Every pre-draft visit, every trade discussion, and every evaluation meeting is a piece of a larger chessboard. Trade strategy plays into this as well. Veteran linebackers like Jordan Brooks or Alshar aren't just about plugging a hole, they're about maximizing value. Reports suggest the Cowboys are willing to make deals if the return aligns with the long-term plan. Timing the trade before the draft ensures they're not overpaying or leaving themselves vulnerable in subsequent rounds. It's about control, not reaction. And this strategy has ripple effects across the draft. Securing a key veteran or landing a high-upside rookie allows Dallas to draft without fear. They don't have to gamble, reach, or sacrifice value for immediate need. That's how elite teams maintain consistency and depth while other franchises scramble to fill holes. The psychological impact is real too. Opponents see a front office in control, a team making moves with intelligence and precision. It sends a subtle message. The Cowboys are building a defense designed not only to compete but to dominate situations where others falter. And if this strategy works as planned, by the time the draft rolls around, Dallas won't just be picking players. They'll be executing a plan so precise it could leave the entire league scrambling to catch up. Even the smartest plans in the NFL carry risk, and the Dallas Cowboys' defensive strategy is no exception. While bringing in a rising draft star like Malik and pursuing a veteran linebacker such as Jordan Brooks or Alshar could completely transform the defense, there are variables that could shift everything in an instant. In today's league, one misstep, timing, availability, or player fit can unravel months of careful planning. Start with Mohamed. On paper, he's a perfect scheme fit, fast, versatile, and intelligent, but he isn't flawless. At 60 and 182 pounds, he's slightly lighter than traditional NFL corners. That could push him toward a slot role rather than the outside corner he's excelled at in college. In a vacuum, that's manageable, but if the Cowboys' secondary requires outside depth, this could limit immediate impact, and his draft stock is rising fast. Teams are noticing his speed, coverage IQ, and pre-draft workouts. If Dallas waits too long or other teams swoop in, he could slip away, leaving the Cowboys to scramble for a replacement. Then there's the veteran linebacker pursuit. Brooks and Alshar are elite, proven performers, but trades are never guaranteed. Availability, trade cost, and front office priorities all factor in. Reports suggest Brooks might be easier to acquire due to Miami's rebuild, but nothing is confirmed. Alshar comes with Pro Bowl credentials and elite production, but Houston could demand steep compensation. Miss on either target and the middle of the defense remains exposed, exactly the gap the Cowboys are trying to close. Timing is also critical. Waiting until the draft to fill a linebacker hole risks reaching on a rookie just to meet need, which has derailed teams before. Conversely, acting too quickly could compromise draft flexibility or overspend on a trade. Balancing urgency with patience is a delicate art. One miscalculation could disrupt the entire defensive plan. And finally, there's the unknown: how well all the pieces will fit together once on the field. Rookies adapting to NFL speed, veterans adjusting to a new system, and the chemistry between them under Christian Parker's scheme will determine whether this strategy succeeds. Even the most promising plans face growing pains in the first weeks of the season. But the Cowboys have shown they understand the stakes. Pre-draft visits, strategic trade talks, and careful evaluation all signal intentional, calculated moves designed to reduce risk wherever possible. The question isn't whether they're trying, it's whether everything aligns perfectly. Some fans wonder, could one slip-up undo months of planning, or will Dallas pull off a seamless transformation that leaves the rest of the league scrambling to keep up? The story of the Dallas Cowboys defense isn't just about players' stats or draft boards, it's about the fans who follow every move, every rumor, every subtle shift in strategy. And if you're a true Cowboys fan, this is where it gets exciting. Every offseason, the front office makes decisions behind closed doors, but the reactions, debates, and speculation happen in living rooms, on social media, and across fan forums. That energy, that engagement, isn't just noise, it's a pulse that tells the team exactly how invested people are. Take Malik Mohammed, for example. Reports suggest he could be a late second to mid-third round selection, a player who could immediately contribute in the secondary. Fans are debating his role. Should he be slot, outside corner, or a versatile chess piece in Christian Parker's system? Every highlight clip, every combined stat, and every analyst comment sparks conversation. And it's not just about agreeing, it's about challenging assumptions, predicting outcomes, and envisioning how he fits into a defense that's already on the rise. Then there's the linebacker situation. Alshar or Jordan Brooks, the debate is heating up. Fans are weighing Pro Bowl credentials, first-team All-Pro honors, cultural fit, and potential availability. Every theory, every trade rumor, every insider leak feeds the discussion. This is the kind of drama that drives engagement because it touches both the analytical and emotional sides of being a fan. People aren't just following players, they're following the story of a team trying to rebuild, transform, and dominate. Social media amplifies everything. Clips of workouts, analyst opinions, and front office hints spark viral discussions. Fans speculate, will the Cowboys finally get a middle linebacker who controls the game? Or can Malik Mohammed quietly become the cornerstone of a revitalized secondary? These questions don't just linger, they spread, and the narrative grows organically. Every share, like, and comment builds momentum, increasing anticipation for what the Cowboys will do next. And here's the secret. The front office knows it too. Timing rumors, pre-draft visits, and subtle leaks aren't accidents, they're part of a larger strategy. The engagement from fans doesn't just hype the team, it forces other franchises to take notice, potentially influencing trades, draft selections, and market dynamics. Cowboys fans aren't just spectators, they're part of the chessboard, driving interest and shaping perception without even realizing it. And once you see how all these pieces, rookies, veterans, strategy, and fan energy, connect, you might realize Dallas is closer than ever to building a defense that surprises the entire league. The Dallas Cowboys defense is on the brink of transformation. Rising talent like Malik Mohammed, paired with proven veterans such as Jordan Brooks or Alshar, could turn weaknesses into strengths, speed into strategy, and potential into dominance. Christian Parker's system rewards intelligence and fit, meaning every piece isn't just athletic, it's cerebral. Timing, front office strategy, and draft precision all align to create a team that's calculated, adaptable, and dangerous. If everything falls into place, Dallas could field a defense that shocks the league, and no one will see it coming.